On this episode of Infowars News Blitz, UK cops ordered to remove Union Jack badge in tribute to dead cop. A student gets suspended for wearing pro-veteran t-shirt, and an Army secretary says women will need to register for the draft. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of October the 19th, 2015, this is the first article of the day here, and it is an article written by who wrote this article anyway? The Mirror. Okay, fine. The title is called Cops Wearing Union Jack Badge in Tribute to Dead PC, Order to Remove Them in Case They Offend, and it was written by Laura Connor. This article was picked up by Infowars.com. The article says that Metropolitan officers were not alleged to wear their thin blue line badge out after P.C. Davis was killed on duty because they might cause an offense. Cause offense. Offense? Of what? Police officers wearing the Union Jack badge in tribute to P.C. David Phillips, who was killed on duty, allegedly ordering to remove them because they might cause offense. Offensing who? Metropolitan police officers were reportedly told not to wear the thin blue badges, a Union Jack with a blue line through it, because it could cause offense to someone within certain communities. Ken Marsh claimed chairman of the Met Police Federation establishes branch confirmed an email sent around at the time P.C. Phillips' death saying the badge may be source of a political statement. The article says that basically P.C. Phillips was killed on a hit and run in the early hours of October 5th, which was kind of Monday. It's almost like a week this happened. But anyway, the married dad of two, was mowed down by a stolen Mitsubishi pickup, was trying to stop. Officers began to wear a thin blue line patch, often using to demonstrate public support for families and often in the wake of his death. The article, you can just see, you can read the rest of the article here. But this is political correctness, and for everybody who's in the UK, you like your political correctness now? You won't be, very soon they're gonna order you to give them your firstborn to be sacrificed, as Jones has already said.
Yeah, in relation to the UK flag, which you just mentioned in that article, a few months ago, we had an incident in London right across from the Houses of Parliament where this guy was carrying around an ISIS flag. He had a kid hoisted up on his shoulder with a huge ISIS flag.
Punch him in the nose.
Just walking around central London. The police question him. They let him get away. Nothing happens. He can continue flying his ISIS flag all around central London. And then you get these cases where people have been told to remove their flags because it's offensive to immigrants. 3 more cases just recently. 2 years ago, Dennis Saeed, who had 3 English flags stuck in her taxi, was told by the local council in Devon to take them off because they breached equality laws. So they've actually instituted laws.
Having a bumper sticker with a Union Jack is not allowed.
Yeah. Another one, taxi drivers in Southampton were asked to remove St. George flags from their cars, showing they could speak English. So that's actually a novelty now in England, that a taxi driver is able to speak English, but you can't signal that to anyone because that's racist. Another one, Labourer Ben Smith got in hot water with police when he claimed they told him to remove the flag on his parcel shelf because it was offensive to immigrants. He was threatened with a £30 fine if he refused to move it from view. So that sounded like it was on, his own private property. offensive to immigrants, the English flag, the police told him to remove it. And those are just 3 cases from, recently.
This is globalism where they want to, and they're moving to change the names of the national teams, not let you fly your flags. This is what happens when a foreign army conquers you. We have been conquered. We're still on air. There's still a lot of freedom, but the central governments are conquered. So it's kind of like the Nazis took over Paris and a few other state capitals, but they don't have the provinces completely. That's the allegory, the analogy, the parallel. This is real.
And this is happening all over the place, too. In the next article, you're gonna really see it in full motion. I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Paul Watson, who's been here for a whole week. Hi, Paul. Hope you enjoy your stay in the United States of America. Try to make it back safe to the UK. Alright, onward to the next article. As I said before in the first article I read, here's another political correctness crap that's been going on here. School suspends student over pro-veteran shirt. Underneath it says, 8th grader refuses to remove shirt honoring soldiers killed in action. Seriously? An Oregon middle school suspends an 8th grader for wearing pro-veteran shirt with the phrase, standing for those who stood for us. And Kit Daniels kind of has a Twitter account that says, unbelievable. Well, you can read the Twitter account there. But anyway, school officials at Dexter McCarthy Middle School in Gresham, Oregon, demanded Alan Holmes change his shirt, which was also featured a battle-crossing insistent of a soldier rifle stuck into a pair of boots with a helmet on top of it to show respect for soldiers killed in action. They won't let me wear a shirt that supports the people that kept us free. I'm not going to support them, Holmes told Fox 12. I was nervous and kind of heartbroken because I felt I should have been able to support the troops that have died for us. The 13-year-old also said he wore the shirt to show support for his older brother who served in Iraq with the Marines. The school suspended him over his refusal to change the shirt, which officials apparently linked to the recent mass shooting at Uconda Community College in Roseburg, Oregon. Even though the shooter, Chris Mercavy, and please forgive me if I'm pronouncing the names wrong, was taking psychotropics that had been linked to violent outbursts. So, here's another political corrective video for you too. And you know what I say?
Go fuck yourself!
Yeah, pretty much. This school needs to be an uproar right now. The same thing happened in the UK and the same thing's happening here. The globalists are making their move. People, you need to pretty much get angry and get back in this school's face. Most importantly, say their face, but you have to break our trends and let this school know that basically we're not gonna have it. We're losing everything right now. But anyway, this is the last article of the day here, and it's an article written by, Army.com. This article was picked up by Infowars.com. The article is titled, Women Will Likely Have to Register for the Draft, Army Secretary Says. It's written by Richard Schick. Sorry. I know I must have said the wrong word, but, the guy's name is spelled S-I-S-K. So basically, let's clear it up. Women will eventually have to register for the draft if true and pure equality is to be realized in the U.S. military. Army Secretary John McHugh said Monday. Sorry about that. Hard to say. If your objective is true and pure equality, then you have to look at all the aspects of the roles of women in the military, James said. And registering for the draft will become one of those things that will have to be considered. Basically, folks, I don't think these guys get what's about to happen to them. But anyway, I'll keep moving. However, as more military occupational specialists are open to women, the debate on selective service system registration was inevitable, James said. If we find ourselves as a military with large, where men and women have equal opportunity, as I believe we would, he said. The question on women and the draft was posted to James and General Mark Milne, the new Army Chief of Staff. And the article goes on to say that basically an Air Force secretary said that basically she would have no problems with women registering for draft. I mean, basically, folks, putting them on front line will do a whole bunch of stuff to men. I mean, basically when they die. I mean, I read an article about another army soldier who was at in Fallujah, and basically she's saying the same thing. There's gonna be problems here. And the pregnancy is gonna go up, and the sexual harassment is gonna go all the way up. So, for all those who are saying basically, women are... Well, that's all the articles I have for you today. If you'd like to read more about these articles, please go to the links below or go to prisonplanet.com or Infowars.com. There you can find hundreds of articles such as this one I have read for you today. This is the Infowars News Blitz. I'm Info Gundam, Lava Freedom Region number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Bye-bye.